Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brandy, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Today we're going to be doing an updated palette collection. I already have one of these on my channel, but I've added about 35 palettes to my collection since that original video, so I wanted to do an updated video and show you guys what I've added. And now I have about 135 palettes in my collection. They're all high-end palettes. I have more drugstore, like elf and things like that, but this is not those. These are just my more higher end palettes and my ColourPop palettes, which I still consider to be a little bit better than drugstore palettes. So let's go ahead and get started, and let's start with my Kylie palette. This is the Burgundy palette, and this is what it looks like. I like this palette. This is one of the ones that I've actually really liked more than her other palettes because of the reds and the burgundies in here. I definitely like this kind of color tone. It's something that I enjoy and I use on a regular basis. So that's my Kylie palette. Then we have my Tartist Pro Remix palette. This palette, let's open it. This is the Tartist Pro Remix. This one I really enjoy because Tarte doesn't usually do a lot of palettes that have like really good colors in it. Like most of the time it's more browns and like everyday use type of looks. This one has greens and blues and purples and pinks that I actually really like. So this palette right here, looks like I don't know if you can tell, this is a sparkly purple and it's so pretty. This is one of my favorite Tarte palettes, the Tarte Remix. Okay, and then I have an oldie but a goodie. This is the Swamp Queen Graveyard Girl that was done a while ago. This is pretty old, but this, like I was saying, it's more boring, like everyday colors, which is okay, but it's not me. I like a lot of bold colors, but I do like this palette, and I do love Tarte. As you will see, I have a lot of Tarte shadows, and I'm definitely going to keep this one because I think it's a collector's item, and plus I like the fact that it has like a swamp theme because I grew up in the South. Well, I didn't grow up in the South. I was born in the South, so this kind of hits home for me a little bit, and I really like this palette. And then the next smaller palette that I have is the Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics. And I actually ended up buying this from TJ Maxx at a discounted price. And I don't know if, can you guys see this? There's something wrong with this. I think this was expired when I bought it because I don't know. These don't look right, so I think I ended up buying. That's the luck that you get when you try to buy stuff from TJ Maxx. Usually it's stuff the stores don't want anymore because it is expired or they can't sell it. So this is that. I just don't think this is very good anymore. And then next I have, I think this one, what was this one called? This one was, this is the Pop Power. I can't remember what this was called, but I will look it up and put it in my on the screen. And this is the red Makeup Revolution palette, and it's all glitters, and I've actually used this red glitter before for the 4th of July, and I actually really liked it. But the black one here, this one I use more than the red one. And I think this one, Armageddon or something, I can't remember, but I will put it up on the screen what this was called. And as you could tell, I've used this palette more. This color right here is really beautiful, but these shades in here are really, really soft, so they will break very easily. And they're just like pressed glitters. But this one is really, this color especially, was really mushy. And I find it to be a little sketchy, but it's really pretty on the eye. But yeah, these are definitely very loose, so you have to be careful with these. Then next for my small palettes, I have the Too Faced Natural Matte. This one is another one of those kind of color schemes that is very boring. It's for everyday use. I like it, and it works for like an office look, but like I said, it's pretty boring and plain, you know, just like your everyday boring palettes. I do like the packaging though, and I think the main reason I did purchase this was because of how beautiful the packaging is, not because I was inspired by these shades. It's just browns, you know. Brown is my least favorite color, but I do like it and I will keep it. Then next I have the Too Faced Natural Eyes. This to me looks exactly like the other one, but this has a shimmer, like, so I like it a little bit, you know, a little bit better, because I like things that shimmer over just, you know, matte colors. And this one definitely sparkles. I don't know if you can see the sparkles in it. So I do prefer this one over the other one. Plus this shade right here is really gorgeous. What is this called? Honey Pot. It's really nice on the eyes too. Then for the next small palette, I have my Too Faced White Peach. And this is cute. This has like little clamps that look like little peaches. It's adorable. And this one has a lot more color to it, so I do like it better than those other two. And this color right here, Peach Passion, is really gorgeous. So, and then I have my Just Peachy Matte from Too Faced. Just Peachy Mattes from Too Faced. And this one looks a little bit better too, because it has a burgundy in it. And, you know, just a little bit more than just browns and tan colors. So I do really like this one too. Then next we have the Tartelette Toasted. This one is my favorite palette out of these three because of the shimmers that are in here, and because the burnt orange colors are really, really pretty on the eyes. So that's Tartelette Toasted. Then I have the Tartelette in Bloom. And this just boring, everyday, nothing exciting to look at, but I do really like these, and it's great for work. And this shimmer right here is really gorgeous on the eyes as well. Then next we have the original Tartlettes. Whoops. This same thing, pretty boring, but this is all mattes. So if you didn't like shimmers, this would be the one to get, because there are just plain old mattes in this. Then we have the Tartelette Pro. This one is pretty cool. It's not as good as the remastered Tartelette Pro, but it's still pretty cool, and I have enjoyed it. This blue, like greeny, it like shifts a little bit. It looks kind of purpley from one side and then blue from another. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it does shift. And I do enjoy these shimmers along this side, and the mattes in here are really great. Then we have the Tarte finger paint, foiled finger paints. This is pretty cool actually. I haven't really used this that much, but I do like these and this shade right here. It's really beautiful on the eyes. And it's cool. It's meant for you to use with your fingers. So I think that this palette actually is really gorgeous. It has awesome packaging, and like it's super easy for beginners to use because all you do is use your finger and you just put this on the eye, and it's really easy to use. This is nice. Then next I have the Siete or Ciate. I don't know how exactly to say that. This is the Glitter Storm. I actually ended up picking this up because it was on sale from Sephora, and I actually really liked the colors in here. Let me go ahead and turn down the lighting a little bit because I think that it will look better where you could see the colors a little bit. Is that better? Yeah, I think that's actually a lot better. So now you can see what the colors look like. This is really pretty, but I gotta be honest, I've never used this. I've only bought it because it was on sale from Sephora and I liked the packaging. Then this is my favorite Tarte palette. This is the High Tides and Good Vibes. The packaging is adorable. And then the color scheme in here is amazing. I love it. It's bright. It's beautiful. It's got lots of pressed glitters, which I kind of like sparkle. I don't know about you guys, but I love sparkle. And the mattes are really good in this one too. So pretty. This is my favorite packaging out of all the Tarte products. And then let's do this is the Tarte, was a Sex Kitten. Tarte Sex Kitten. And this is more of a smoky eye look, which I like this one, but I have never used this yet, so I'm actually looking forward to using this more in the fall because I bought this in the summertime and because it was on sale. And I don't really do smoky eyes in the summer, so when fall comes up, which, yay, I love fall, you guys. I don't know about how many people love fall, but, you know, it's the best season in my opinion. And this is going to be really cool to use in the fall because I'm looking forward to using this and doing a smoky eye. So I can't really say if it's good yet, but I will be trying this out soon. Then I also picked up the Tarte Maneater, and this one I have used. It's actually really good, and it looks very similar to the Sex Kitten. So if you have one, you probably don't need both. So just pick which one you think is, you know, like better for your skin tone or the colors that you like. This one has some pretty what's this called? Hypnotic. This color right here, it's really pretty. But let's see, I think this palette also has, no it doesn't. Okay, so yeah, this one has more of a blue like tone to it. This is a black, and then it has that burgundy tone to it. So, you know, just depending on what you like, I would pick one or the other. I mean, unless you're like me and want every palette ever made because you like to collect palettes. But I would just suggest getting one. Just pick which one is the best that works better for you because they're pretty much the same palette, honestly. Then we have the Sparkling Pineapple. This packaging is so pretty. And you guys, this was on sale like, I think it was like last week. If this is still on sale, you guys really should pick this up if you love Tarte because these are really, really good. I also have the, was it the raspberry one? Where is it? I don't see it here, but I do have it, and these are awesome, you guys. So pretty. Then I have my Jeffree Star mini breaker. You guys, if you have been watching my channel, you will know how much I absolutely love. I'm wearing the Jeffree Star shirt. I absolutely love Jeffree Star. I have every single one of his palettes. He is amazing. But anyway, this is the mini jawbreaker, and these two colors right here are in the jawbreaker, which I also have. But the rest of these are, you know, you can only get for this palette. That's why I went ahead and picked this up, because I want everything that he's ever made. Because I'm a fan and I love his shadow. His formula is amazing, you guys. If you haven't tried it, please try it. And if you can't afford one of his big palettes, this is a great like option, because it is half the price and you still get to try out his amazing formula. Then this is, what was this one called? This is the mermaid one. What was it called? I will put it up on the screen. I can't remember exactly what this one was called, but this one was amazing, you guys. This, yes, I love this. I don't know if you guys have tried this. This was actually on sale and Tarte's website like a couple months ago, and you could get it so cheap, and I was so sad that I paid full price, but you know, whatever. I mean, I still have it. This, I absolutely think that if you don't have it and they still have it, which I'm not sure if they do, but if they do, you need to pick this up. This is an awesome Tarte palette, you guys. Look at these colors. It's amazing. I love this palette. Then this is the holiday one. It was I also will put it up on the screen because I can't remember exactly what it was called, but on this side was the blushes and the contour, and then the other side, which has this little flap to protect it from the face side, has all of the shadows. And the reason I like this one is because it has colorful shadows, and like I said, Tarte doesn't typically do colorful shadows. So this one is actually really cool. And I got this on sale also because it was last year's holiday collection, and I got it in the summertime for like half price. So it was actually a really good deal. Then this one is the Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2. And I'm sure a lot of you guys got these in BoxyCharm. I don't actually have BoxyCharm, so I bought these myself because I love Tarte shadows. And I have the whole collection because I love these little round palettes. And even though some of them are really boring, I just had to have them all because I wanted to collect all of the round palettes because I wanted them in my collection. So this is the Volume 2. This one is... This is the first one, Volume 1. That's what this one looks like. And if you guys see, this one is Volume 3. Look, if you look at Volume 3, you'll see that these are pretty much the same. They Volume 3, Volume 1. They're very similar. If you have one, you do not need all of them. I just really wanted these palettes because of how pretty they are, and I wanted them in my collection because of the packaging, not because the shadows in here really inspired me. I'm a sucker for packaging, so that's why I've got these. And then this is the Sizzle, which is a part of the Rainforest of the Sea collection, and it's a little bit better than the other ones because it has these pinks and the shimmers. So I actually really like this one, and I've used this one way more than I've used the other ones. Plus this one's the prettiest. Then this one, what was this one? This one is Make Believe in Yourself. This one's pretty amazing. I actually really like this one too because of all of the colors in here. which mine looks like it's getting a little old, but that's okay. I'm still gonna keep it. This one. And then this is a contouring or a color correcting palette. It's called Wipeout. And that's what it looks like inside. And I have never actually used this yet. The only reason I got this one because I have a tattoo that I want to cover up for my wedding. So that's the reason why I got this, but I haven't used it yet. Whoops. Plastic. I want to keep the plastic in there because it's a cream product. And this is Love, Trust, and Fairy Dust. This is so pretty, you guys. This is gorgeous to me. Pinks, purples, burgundies. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I love this palette. So pretty. Then, these are the I Heart Revolution. This is the Blueberry Crush. The little donuts. These are squishy. Which I thought these were adorable. That's why I picked them up. And plus they were like really cheap. This is the blue palette. Blueberry Crush. They're supposed to smell like blueberries or something, but I don't know. Mine doesn't really smell. It's definitely not like, you know, the chocolate palettes where they smell like cocoa. These don't really smell. Then I also picked up this is the raspberry icing one. It's just the pink one. I was gonna get more of these, but these were the ones that I actually thought were, you know, the colors I would use, the blue and the like pinky one. Then we have my Too Faced Pretty Rich. This is so cute. It's like a little like jewelry box. And the colors in here are gorgeous. I actually really like this palette. Pretty Rich. Then we have some of the Huda Beauty Obsessions. This is the Huda Beauty Emerald. Can't get it open. That's what the emeralds looks like. If you like the Huda Beauty formula, and if you haven't tried these little obsessions yet, you guys should check them out because you can pick up one in a color that you actually really love, and these are so compact and you can travel with them. So I would really recommend them if you love the Huda Beauty formula. Plus you can just get any color you want because they come in almost every color. And then I have the Amethyst, I can't say that very well. The purple one. This one is probably one of my favorites besides the ruby one. Purples, oh, so pretty. Then we have the sapphire, the blue, which there's like a hint of this yellow, which I think is really an unusual color, and I don't think I've ever seen this in another palette. This one's so pretty. Then we have the topaz, which is the orange one. Actually, I think this is going to come in handy for Halloween because I'm going to want to do warm tone colors in October, and I'm going to do a lot of orange. So this is going to be pretty handy. Then I have the ruby, which is the red palette, which also has like this cool, like on camera, these almost look like they're purple, but they're not quite purple. They change colors. This is a really unusual color and I really like it. And then this is this is a highlighter. Let me put that in my highlighters. This right here is my Charlotte Tilbury the Dolce Vita. And this is just a little quad. What is on there? It's like a dirty, it's kind of dirty. But this is the only Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow I own, because this little devil is like 50 bucks. And the only reason I have it is not because I spent 50 bucks on this. I actually got it in a bundled deal where it came with a bunch of Charlotte Tilbury stuff, and so that way I could try her eyeshadows out. And I really do want more of her eyeshadows, but they are very expensive. Okay, so now let's go through all of my Juvia's Place palettes. I have all of them except for the new Queen of Hearts that just came out, which I really want to get. So this first one is the Nubian 3. This is the Nubian 3 Coral. I just bought this from Ulta because I used my points to get it. Let me put that back in there because Then I have the, oh man, I am not good with these names. Afrique palette. Don't hate me, I'm not very good with names or things like that. So this is the, I think, Afrique palette. It's so pretty. I actually really love Juvia's Place. As you can tell, I have all their palettes. This is the original Nubian. This is actually a really wearable palette. It's really gorgeous, and these shimmers in here, oh. This formula is pretty awesome, and if you guys look on Ulta sometimes, they will have Juvia's Place on sale. I actually bought all of these palettes on sale because they were having, I think it was like 15% off. I ended up getting most of these for like $12 when they're $20. So like, if you guys can, look for the deals on Ulta because they do go on sale quite a bit on Ulta actually. And paying $12 for these instead of $20 is a steal. This is the Sea Heron Blush 2 palette. I don't think I've ever used this as blush. I think I might though. Like this color right here might be actually really pretty as a blush. And this I think is a little too sparkly and dark, but this might be a really good contour actually. Huh. Actually, I think I might try this as a contour and blush palette, even though it is marketed as that, but I actually have just used these as eyeshadows. Then I have the Sea Heron Blush Volume 1. Now this is definitely really dark blush or contouring colors. Like this orange might be, I don't know. I think I would definitely just use this as eyeshadows because this like color right here is gorgeous. Look at that. It's beautiful. So yeah, I have never used these as blushes. These are just eyeshadows to me, but yeah, I mean they're supposed to be blushes. Then I have the Sea Heron, the original Sea Heron. That's what that looks like. This is actually one of the more like wearable ones that I personally would like because I like a pop of color, and I think this is like probably one of my favorite ones, the Saharan. This one is so pretty. Then we have the Warrior. This Warrior palette, I actually bought this because of Nikki Tutorials. She wore this and I had to have it. But can you guys blame me? Look at this palette. This is a gorgeous palette. Plus the packaging, oh, It's so pretty, you guys. It's gorgeous. Then this one, I actually think this one might be my favorite, but the other one is definitely more wearable. This one is the Tribe by Juvia's Place. Yes, look at this. Isn't this the prettiest palette ever? I think it's so gorgeous. These colors in here are awesome. Plus I like a pop of green, you know, who doesn't like a pop of green? Then, this one is the Masquerade Mini, which I'm real glad I got all the minis instead of the larger palettes, because these are really easily stored in a smaller area. So I'm glad I actually got the minis. And this one is actually probably the one I would recommend the most because of, like, it has the most variety. Like, here's your pop of colors, and then here's your, like, dulled down everyday colors. So this is probably the one I would suggest trying out first, just because you get a little bit of everything in this palette. This one is the Saharan 2, and that's gorgeous. I love the purple. And then inside the yellow, oh. So this is the Saharan 2. This one's gorgeous too. I just love Juvia's Place, you guys. If you haven't tried Juvia's Place, please do, you guys. This is awesome. It's not very expensive, and if you guys want pigment, this is going to be very pigmented, you guys. So please try out Juvia's Place if you haven't already. This right here is the Festival palette. I actually love the fact that this has a bright red in here. I am obsessed with, like, red eyeshadow, so this right here is a blessing. Like, it's so hard to find a red color in a palette. You know, Blood Sugar probably is the only other one, but even then there's not like a red color. This is a red color, so I'm so glad that I own this palette, actually. Super glad. Then we have the Warrior 2. And this is all mattes. So in the Warrior, the original Warrior, you get shimmers, but if you don't like shimmers and things like that, and you just like mattes, this is probably the palette for you. But I like a little shimmer. I don't think I would use this palette alone because there are no shimmers in it, because I like to put down a base that is matte and then go over it with a shimmer because I like to sparkle. Then we have the Zulu palette. This one, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's like, it kind of like has this like pretty reflective thing going on that I actually really like. And inside, ooh, so bright. This is super bright, super pigmented. If you guys want color, this is definitely the one for you. I'm not saying that's for everybody, but color is in right now. Actually, so many palettes have color that didn't, you know, it wasn't a big thing a while ago, and now colorful rainbow palettes are definitely in right now. So if you like that, this is definitely a good option, you guys. And of course I like that. I've always liked that. I like a lot of color. So yay, look at this. Then we have the Doce. I think this is what it's Doce maybe. This one is pretty too. This one is more pastel-y, like think Easter, like little girl Easter. I don't know why, but to me this screams little girl Easter palettes. I actually like it though. This pink right here would be a great blush for my complexion. I don't know about everybody's complexion, but this is a great blush for me. And these shimmers in here, whoo girl, gorgeous. I like this palette. Then we have the Magic Mini. This has some great colors in it too. There's a lot of shimmers, which hey. I love shimmers. And this is just a good palette, you guys. Magic Mini. And my last, but not least, is the Nubian 2. These are getting piled up. The Nubian 2 has, the pens in here are really big actually. The Nubian 2 is, it has your shimmers. It has this blue right here to die for. I love it. This is a really unique, like, green shimmery color. And if you guys like those kind of like, not grunge, I don't want to say grungy, but yeah, kind of grungy, 90s grunge. This reminds me of like a 90s grunge color, and I love that. This palette is awesome, you guys. So that's the last of my Juvia's Place palettes. Let me put all these back in here. Next is my ColourPop box. There are 2 Tarte palettes in here, so let's get those out of the way first. This is the, what's this? The Razzle Dazzle Berry eyeshadow. This is the other sister of the pineapple one. Gorgeous packaging. Cute little raspberry. And you guys, I'm telling you, if you haven't tried this, oh, it smells so nice. You guys, it smells like raspberries. It's freaking awesome. If you guys haven't tried these, and if you like the color scheme in these, I'm telling you, these are awesome. Tutti Frutti. Then we have the Tarte Young, Wild, and Cruelty Free. Wait, I think this was called something else. Unleashed. Yes, Unleashed. This is the new Tarte Unleashed. Actually, I really wanted this, and I hadn't wanted a Tarte product in a while now because they've kind of gotten a little boring, let's admit it. But this actually sparked my curiosity. Look at this orange, you guys. That's a cool orange. And then, like, I don't know, just something about this palette screamed to me and I wanted it, so I picked it up. And it's fairly new. I liked it. And then the packaging has that shift, which is really cool. So that's that. Now for my ColourPops. The first one is the, is this the Yes Free? Yes Please? Or was it called something else? I think this, well, it says Yes Please on the front, so we're gonna call it Yes Please. And this right here is the Natasha Denona Sunset, like, dupe. And I think it's really close. I actually have the Natasha Denona Sunset palette. Let me grab it real quick so I can show you guys. So, yeah, I can see what they mean by it's a dupe, because a lot of the colors are very similar to the Sunset palette. But this is, what, $16, and this is $130. So, you know. But, who loves Natasha Denona? I do. But anyway, let's get back to ColourPop. This is the Yes Please, and I think that this is pretty good considering that it's, you know, pretty cheap. ColourPop is awesome. They're consistently good, and they are very, very affordable. So that is Yes Please. Then I have the Dream Street Kathleen Lights collab. This one has, oh, it's really dark. Let me, like, no matter what, I'm like, either it's too dark or it's too bright. Nope, that didn't help. Let's see. I don't know, but you can, I don't know if you can see this, but it's a really, really pretty blue color. And this color right here is gorgeous as well. There's a lot of really pretty shimmers in this ColourPop palette. Then we have the California Love, which I just got, and I'm kind of really looking forward to using this. Look at this shimmer. Isn't that gorgeous, you guys? I am such a sucker for sparkle. I don't know about you guys, but I'm such a cliche. Love sparkles. And then we have the Good Sport palette. This called my name. I don't know about you guys, but it just called my name. I loved everything about this palette. Had to have it. Super gorgeous. Then I have my Sweet Talk. I mean, come on. Sweet Talk. Who doesn't love it? This right here, this Super Shock right there. So pretty. Look at this, guys. Oh, let me see. Yeah, can you see it's the top? This one right here. Isn't that gorgeous? So pretty. I love the fact that they stuck a Super Shock right in this palette. They should do that more often, actually, because their Super Shocks are pretty awesome. Then we have the Misunderstood. This is the Disney Villains collection. And I looked at the Disney Princess one. This one definitely called out to me more. It has darker colors. The Disney Princess one was really light. Excuse me. And this one, I just wanted more. Look at these colors, you guys. So pretty. I mean, same no more, right? Then I have all of the, what are they calling it? The color palettes. The 9-pan little palettes like this. I have every single one except for the brown palette. And I just, you know, I just don't want the brown palette. I might end up getting it just because I want to complete the collection, because that's what I do. This is the Mar palette. Super pretty. Which I actually really like this one. This one's super cute. And that's the Mar palette. Then I have, whoops, I have the Orange You Glad, the orange palette. And I just recently got like the orange, the yellow, the peach, and the green. So I haven't even tried these yet. This one's super cute though. I like that orange one. Then here's the Honey. Excuse me. The yellow palette, the Honey. I'm actually looking forward to using this. I have never in my life used yellow eyeshadow, so I'm actually pretty curious to see how this looks on my eyes. I've seen other people use it, so I'm kind of like excited to try it, but I have never ever even thought about using yellow on my eyes before. These packaging, oh, these are so cool, you guys. These are $12. I actually always end up getting them for a little bit cheaper because I use people's 10% off coupons, or sometimes I'll get like a 15% off coupon and use it. So I never really pay $12, even though that's a great price for these. I usually end up paying probably $10 to $9 for these. So yeah, these are great. Then we have the purple. This is It's My Pleasure. And you know, I love purple. Purple, pink, burgundies. That is my jam. And reds, of course. I am definitely a typical girl. But I do love my blues too. This is the Blue Moon. This reminds me a lot of the Blue Blood, which I also do have. So I picked this one up because, you know, I kind of want all of the ColourPop palettes, you know. I just want to collect them. They're really little, they're cute, they're cheap, and I like them a lot. And the formula is really good on these. This one is the Soul palette, which people say that if you have this one, you don't need the orange one, but I don't think that's true, because if you look at the orange and the Soul, you'll see that they are a little different. See, this is Soul, this is orange. Whoops, let me hold it a different way so you guys can see. They are actually really different. See, you can see the difference. They're not the same. This color here is really cool, actually. It's like a rose gold. Then we have the Ooh La La palette. This one is really pretty, you guys. This color, ooh girl. Yep, I like it. I like it a lot. Then the new strawberry shake one. You guys, you know how to add this. This is gorgeous. I live for the packaging. The strawberry and let's see, let's compare the Ooh La La so we could see if they are different. Which they're pretty close, I think. Ooh La La strawberry. I don't think they do have some similar colors, but they are a little different. But yeah, I can see where if you had one, you probably didn't need the other. Yeah. But let's be honest, I kind of bought this for the packaging. Then we have the Main Squeeze, which was another really cute packaging. This is more kind of a reddy tone, but I don't know, I actually wish that they had made one of these like a really deep red, because of how much I love reds. But this is still a really cute palette and I like it a lot. Then we have the Just My Luck, which, see, I just got this actually, and it's the green palette. And I picked this up because I wanted to buy the new peach palette, and I want to complete the collection. So I don't know, I probably will pick up the brown just so I can complete the collection of these. Then here is the Baby's Got Peach, the very brand new Baby's Got Peach that I just got in. Look at that. Is this a pressed glitter? Yeah, it's definitely a pressed glitter. I actually kind of think this is really gorgeous. I mean, it's very dull, plain, but in a really pretty way. Like, I think that you could definitely pick this up and wear it to the office without being over the top. Probably not so much the glitter, but the other shades. It's really cute. I like this peach here. This in the middle. Ooh. Huh. That's really cute. Okay. So that is my ColourPop collection. Let's put all these back. Okay. So now we're getting into more of my bigger palettes. The first one is the Jeffree Star Beauty Killer. Be still, my heart. I'm sorry, guys. If you do not love Jeffree Star, oh, you don't know what you're missing. His formula is to die for. I love Jeffree Star, you guys. Come on. Even if you don't like him as a person, you can admit that his products are so cute and really, really good. But I do actually like him as a person. I watch his videos all the time, and actually Shane Dawson was the one that really got me to love Jeffree Star. This right here is the Jawbreaker palette. This is my favorite palette ever. I absolutely love the Jawbreaker palette. This will never be out of my collection. If something happens to this palette, I will repurchase it, because this is my favorite thing ever, you guys, ever. If you haven't tried this and you want to pick like one thing from Jeffree Star, this is what I suggest you get, you guys. This is his best palette ever. if you like colors. Now, if you don't like colors, you probably wouldn't like this, but I love colors, and this is awesome. I can't say enough about it. Favorite palette of my whole collection. Then we have, of course, his rival. This is the Kat Von D Sinner and Saint palette. It's kind of hard to hold. Now, I know we aren't supporting Kat Von D, but I do have some of her palettes in my collection, and I'm not throwing them away because they're expensive, and I don't want to do that. So yeah. And I kind of actually really like Kat Von D's eyeshadow palettes. They're very gothic, and I kind of dig that, so I like them. Then we have my Alien palette from Jeffree Star, of course. This has some 90s grunge thing going on. Like, I think 90s grunge is coming back, you guys. So if you want that grungy 90s look, this might be the palette for you. I suggest getting this anyway because it's awesome and I love it. I love Jeffree Star, but you know, for everyone else, it's probably not the same. Not everybody loves the same things, but yeah, I do actually love the Alien palette. Then this is the 39S Morphe 39S, such a gem. This probably, oh god, you guys, this palette is probably my favorite Morphe palette. More than likely, I think. Yeah, I would say it's my favorite Morphe palette. What do you guys think? This palette is really, really cool. Oh, Morphe. Oh, I gotta put this back in here. Because the one thing I hate about Morphe is that they do not put the names on the shadows. They give you a stupid sheet that you have to keep onto forever. And ever, and ever. Okay. So, next we have the BH Cosmetics. This is the Desert Oasis. And I actually really like this palette. I've actually used this palette more for highlighting and contouring because these colors here are great for contouring, and then these colors and these are all great for highlighting. So I haven't really used the eyeshadows really. I've more used this for face, but I actually really like this product. This is really great. So if you want an affordable palette that does a little bit of everything, face contour, highlight, shadows, eyeshadows, this is a really good option, you guys. I think this was probably, I think I bought this because of this, they always have sales. Never buy BH Cosmetics full price because you will get it for cheap. I think I bought this for probably $12. Then we have the Makeup Revolution, Emily's The Once. Ugh. That's what this palette looks like. I have to be honest, I have never used this. I think I only bought this because of this color and because other people were recommending it, and it's really cheap. But to be honest, I have never used this, and I'm not sure why. I think it's because I have so many palettes. So yeah, I'll keep it, but it's definitely not the most loved palette in my collection, that's for sure. Then I have this Z palette from Kylie with all of my Kylie singles. This is pretty expensive. I think all of these were like $8 a piece. I'm not even sure why I bought this, to be honest with you, because I have so many other, I bought these before I bought all of my palettes because I wanted a variety of colors, and I should have just bought palettes. This was actually a big waste of money. So, yay, Kylie collection. Then Next, I have my Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. Oh, open. This is another purchase that I got because I bought it because everybody recommends it and it was on sale. So I picked it up. And I haven't used it yet. I want to. I'm going to. So I can't say if it's good or not, but I know everyone else loves this palette, so I thought I'd pick it up and try it out. Then, on that same note, I did the same thing with the James Charles palette. The reason I bought this was because my best friend bought this. She said that it's pretty awesome. So I decided to pick it up and try it out, which I haven't gotten the chance to yet because it's pretty recent. I just got this around my birthday, so this is pretty new. But I plan on trying it out. I did actually get one that was a little messed up on the ends. I hate that. You get them in the mail and they're all messed up. And of course it has these stupid names printed on the plastic thing. Oh god. Hopefully they will stop doing this in the future when they have to be listening to people when they say they hate it. They hate it. It's dumb. Why can't they print them on here? It couldn't possibly cost that much money to print the names on the actual palette. Then we have some more BH Cosmetics. This is the Supernova. These are like baked eyeshadows. They're actually really pretty. I like them. Then this is the Aurora Lights from BH Cosmetics. It's the same feel, not filled, feel. But I actually like this one a little bit better because of all the pinks and purples and the reds in it. So this one definitely calls to me more than this one. Then we have the Zodiac Loves. I actually have the other Zodiac one, Zodiac Signs. This one, to me, is better. If I had to get rid of one, I would get rid of the other one and keep this one because I actually like this one a little bit better. And you guys know why. Because it's colorful and it has the pinks, the reds, and these golds are like, wow. Let's call them a name. Call them a name. And then we have the original Zodiac. See, it's just not bright like the other one. It's pretty and I like it and I'm not going to get rid of it, but if I had to get rid of one, this one would be the one I cut over the other one because I actually like the other one a lot better. And then we have, I forgot I left this in its box. This is the Too Faced Natural Lust. And look at the packaging, guys. I will 100% admit that the reason I got this was because of how pretty the packaging was. It's so pretty, you guys. Plus, like, there are a lot of, like, colorful colors in here that I would actually use. I have never used it, but I will because it's gorgeous. I just have to get around to using it. Pretty. Let me put that back in the box. Maybe. Okay, so next, you guys. This is the Morphe Jeffree Star collab. This is Androgyny 2. And you know I had to have it. I had to. I love my Jeffree Star. Had to have it. Look at these colors. I'm so excited to use this. I am going to be filming a tutorial on this very soon, you guys. This is screaming my name. I can't wait to use it. I know that most of the people are using these colors down here, so maybe I'll try to do something over in this area instead, because most people are using these greens. But ooh, girl, I love Jeffree Star. Woo. Then this is the BH Cosmetics Galaxy Chic. Galaxy Chic. This one's really cool, actually. It's like mixed, like, they look like planets, okay? They look like planets, and it's cool, and I'm glad I have this in my collection just to look at, because it's cool. Then, this is the Huda Beauty. Ugh, sorry, I have a hair in my mouth. This is the Huda Beauty New Nudes. This palette is very pretty. I've used it a couple of times, and I think it may have irritated my eyes a little bit. So I do want to try it again to see if there's something in this that makes my eyes water, but it did irritate my eyes a little bit. But it's gorgeous. These, like, pressed glitters are, like, so unusual, so gorgeous. I love them. They're really pretty. So hopefully it wasn't this palette that was annoying my eyes and it was something else. So I want to give this another go. Okay, this is the last section of my palette collection. Let's start off with the Natasha Denona. This is the Sunset palette. Oh, guys. This, I was really lucky to get. I actually just got this with the Sephora 20% off VIP sale, and the great thing about this sale was not only did I get the 20% off, but they actually had discounted it from $130 down to $99. So I got this with like double discounted, basically. So not only did they originally discount it, then they gave me my 20% off, so it still counted towards the sale that was happening. So I got the really, really awesome Natasha Denona palette that I've been wanting to try. I got two of them because the same thing. Both the Lila and the Sunset palette were on sale. You guys, I couldn't believe it. It was like amazing. And if there was ever a time to splurge and get these two palettes, it was during a 20% off sale when they were already discounted. I could not believe that I got these for as cheap as I did. Super stoked. I'm so happy I have these in my collection now. This is the Lila palette. This was the one that I really wanted. This, if I could only get one, this would be the one that I would get because, duh, purples and pinks. You guys already know that's my thing. I love the purples. Oh no! Oh my gosh. Okay. Then I have my Huda Beauty Remastered Rose Gold. This is so pretty, actually. Huda Beauty palettes are killing it. They're killing it. Let's keep it real. They're killing. The colors are gorgeous. Beautiful. Then we have the Huda Beauty, the Desert Dusk palette. Same thing. Got it at the Sephora 20% off sale. Plus it was already discounted, you guys. These are originally $65. It was discounted to what I think it was $40. And then I got my 20% discount. I could not believe it, you guys. I got these for so cheap. I think I got these for like $30. These are $65 palettes. Yes. Thank you, Sephora VIB sale. Yay! I've been wanting those two for a while. I just did not want to spend $60 on these palettes. I would definitely pay $30. They are definitely worth $30, you guys. Okay. So this is the Lorac Pro. And it's, you know, it's a good palette. It's a little boring, little on the everyday color thing. You know, it's not really my jam. These shadows though are really amazing. So they're good. They're good quality. They're just a little boring for me. You know what I mean? But I keep it for those days that I need to look boring. Because you have to look boring at work because they do not like you to be colorful. Okay, this is my Dose of Colors Dazzy X Katie Friendcation palette. This, you guys, come on. I think everybody loves this thing. If you don't have this, think about getting it, because this is definitely one of those palettes that you will not regret buying. It's a little expensive. I think it was on sale actually recently. It would have been a good time to get it. So I mean, I always shop sales. That's, you know, always look for a coupon, always shop sales, you guys. That's important. Don't buy everything full price because it's not worth it. Shop sales. Be smart, shop sales. Then next I have the Kat Von D Matte Metals. Ooh, it's a little heavy. This is, you know, something that we're not really using or talking about right now. But I actually do like this palette a lot, and I'm not going to get rid of it just because of her personal views. You know, it's not my thing. If I don't like somebody, it doesn't mean I can't enjoy the product, you know. You know what I mean? Alright. Then we have the Too Faced, now, I think this was Now and Then, yeah, Now and Then palette. And, you know, the main reason I bought this was because of how sparkly pink this was. But the actual shadows in here are actually really gorgeous. And they have the mix between mattes and shimmers, which is good because I like a mix of mattes and shimmers. I don't like a palette that's all shimmers, and I don't like a palette that's all mattes. I like a combination. And this does that. It gives you a combination, mattes and shimmers, which I love. And it's a really good palette. It's cute. It's a little big though. It is. It's bulky and big. Then let's start off with my Urban Decays. This is, excuse me. This is the Naked Reloaded. This palette is pretty, I like it a lot actually. There are some coppery colors in here that I actually really like. And oh, this right here looks like that peach color that's in the ColourPop actually. Yeah, I like that. This is a good palette, you guys. Reloaded. Then we have the Naked Original. And I picked this up really recently because, you know, I was going away and I didn't want to not have this in my collection, so I picked it up. Even though it's not really my color tones that I would actually want to wear, but the collector in me said I needed this for my collection, so I got it. This is the Naked 3. Ugh, there we go. This is more my style. There's a lot of rosy pinks in here, and then you can get like a darker corner. So like it has a little bit of the lights and then it has a little bit of the darks, which makes it a pretty wearable palette. Then we have my Naked 2. Oh, these are hard to open sometimes. There we go. Then the Naked 2 is, I don't know. I definitely don't think that this is my colors, but you know, I got it because I'm a collector and you have to have all these palettes because they're like iconic, you know. And I do like this palette. It's just kind of brown for me. Like I definitely like more color. Let's just say more bright than all these neutral brown colors. Now we're getting into the ones I actually really do like. This is the Naked Heat. These oranges are gorgeous. The shimmers in here are gorgeous. So this is actually a palette that I was happy to have and buy, and I use. It's good. It's good if you guys like these kind of colors, like I'm saying. If you're like me and you like a lot of color. This one, the Naked Cherry, right up my alley. Right up my alley, you guys. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. That's all I have to say. This one is my favorite Urban Decay palette. Then we have the Naked Smoky. It's, you know, dark smoky eyes. If I ever want to do a dark smoky eye, this is the palette I would reach for. There's a lot of blues and grays. Perfect for dark smoky eyes. Excuse me. Let's put these. Then next we have the Urban Decay Born to Run. This one I actually really, really like, you guys. This definitely calls my name. It has shimmers and it has the mattes and it has the colorfulness. This is definitely probably the best Urban Decay palette that they've made so far, honestly. This is great. Then we have some more Kat Von D. This is Interstellar. This one I got because the light purples and the grays in here I really liked, but it is a little bit on the kind of dull side for me, honestly, if I'm being honest. But I definitely like it and I'm going to keep it. Then we have the, I think this is the Chrysalis palette. This works better for me than the Interstellar. I like the shimmers in here, the blues, the grays. This one to me is better than Interstellar. This is like a better version of the same palette, basically. So to me, she kind of does the same thing over and over again, honestly, to tell you the truth. She doesn't really change up her designs very often. Oh, this is a contour palette. It's not. Let's put that over there. Then next we have my Too Faced chocolate bar palettes. This one right here I keep in the box. This is the Too Faced gingerbread spice. This one is my favorite chocolate bar palette. It smells so nice, you guys. If you haven't gotten this, I think this is the best one, honestly, out of all of the chocolate bar series. And they've actually added it back. So for a while it was away and it was really hard to get your hands on this, and people were selling them for like outrageous prices. But now it's back on their website and you can buy this again. So I do suggest picking this up. Doop-de-doop. Then we have the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. This is another one that everyone, whoops, I just stuck my finger in there. That's okay. This is another one that everybody loves. It's great. It smells like peaches. You guys, if you haven't smelled these palettes yet, go to the store and smell these. I'm telling you, they're so good. Like, even if you don't like doing makeup, you will like smelling these palettes because they just smell awesome. Then we have my Too Faced Chocolate Gold. This is another one that I actually recommend. It's pretty awesome. These shimmers in here are great. Like this color, oh man. If you like a lot of like golds, and I think gold is one of the prettiest colors to put on your eyes, you guys. I don't know, there's something about gold. Makes your eyes pop. Then we have the original chocolate bar. This one is getting, you know, it's getting a little old. It's getting a little, oh, still smells like chocolate though. You know, it's not my favorite, but I keep it because, you know, I have to have the whole collection. Have to have the whole collection, you guys. Then the next one is the chocolate bonbons. This one's super cute though. I love the little hearts, and I like this bright pop of pink right here. And I don't know, I really like this one. It's cute too. It's cute packaging. Then I have the semi-sweet. Yep. The only good color in here is this pop of blue. The rest are a little boring, but it's nice. It's a nice palette. I am really sad that I do not have the white chocolate. It's the only one I don't have, and it's not in stock anymore, and I can't get it, so it does make me sad. But, you know, you gotta move on. This is the Too Faced Clover palette. The packaging is so cute, you guys. I don't know. There's this, it's adorable. And the colors are cute too. I like this one. I actually really like the Clover palette. It's super cute. Then, whoop, don't fall. Next, let's do Blood Sugar. This is Jeffree Star Blood Sugar. If you haven't seen this palette, where have you been? Blood Sugar is awesome. It's actually the palette I plan on taking to Vegas with me to do my wedding look, because this palette is awesome. It's definitely worth getting. If you guys don't have this, I don't know, you should have it. You should have it because it's awesome. Just saying. Blood Sugar is awesome. Then, of course, I have its little sister, which is Blue Blood. Now, I know everybody's cup of tea is not blue eyeshadows, but this has other wearable colors. It's not just blue. There's a lot of wearable colors in here, and this packaging, oh my god, it's freaking awesome. I'm sorry, but yes. I love Blue Blood, actually. Yes. But I love all of his eyeshadows. My favorites. That's a contour palette. Then next, no, don't breathe. Then next we have the Divine, I think it is. The Kat Von D. It's Divine, I think. Divine? Yeah, Divine. And the reason that I like this is because of this pop-up green. I think this is pretty cool. And then the mirror is adorable. I mean, come on. That's cool. Divine. Then we have the Androgyny palette by Jeffree Star. This, to me, screams grunge, 90s, you know, everything that's coming back in right now. I believe that the 90s grunge is coming back in. I actually like that look, and I think I'm gonna do more 90s grungy looks in the wintertime on my channel, because I don't know, there's just something about that look that appeals to me, and I will be using this palette to create some of those looks. Then I have the Jeffree Star Thirsty palette. Whoops. And I just got this from his sale. What was that, like a couple weeks ago maybe? So I haven't had time to use this yet, but I'm definitely looking forward to this. These two right here were the only palettes I didn't already have of his, so I bought them during that sale, and I'm so glad that I did, because these are gorgeous. I can't wait to use this palette. Look at this. And I trust his formula, so I'm sure it's gonna be awesome. Then next we have the Queen of Hearts Color Rain. This palette I actually bought because a lot of people recommended it, and I still haven't tried this yet, and I do want to try it. It is gorgeous. So I thought I'd give it a go. You know, sometimes what other people are saying is really good, you have to try out for yourself to see if it really is. Then, next I have the Tarte Clay Play Volume 2. I don't have the first one. And I was so mad when I got this. Look at this. This was broken like this when it came. I was so mad. Oh. I should have sent it back. I wonder if I could have sent it back because it came broken and I was not happy. But it might be too late to send it back now. But anyway, this is that. And I wanted to use it for traveling because it had, you know, blush, contour, highlight, and then it had these wearable colors. But now I'm afraid to travel with it because if this broke like this, if I take it anywhere, God only knows how bad it's gonna be. I'm gonna end up with shadows everywhere. So this is definitely something that I'm keeping at the house and being very gentle with. Then I have the Kat Von D 10th Anniversary palette. This actually, you know, who wouldn't like all these colors? So I actually really do like this palette. And I'm glad I have it in my collection. Then the last palettes in my collection are my Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. Here, let's kind of scoot these back a little bit. Give me some room. Maybe. There we go. The first palette is the Norvina. You know I love it because it's the purple palette. Norvina palette is gorgeous. I love ABH shadows. There's nothing better, and besides Jeffree Star. But these guys I definitely love, like in the same ballpark. And I have all of their palettes. I have all 10. And the only ones I don't have are some of the older ones that I didn't get a chance to get. But I definitely do want to get the new Norvina palette, the volume 1. That is, I think it came out today actually. So I do want to get it, but it is more expensive than these. And I want to try to find a way to get it on a discount. So I'm going to wait and get it when I can get it for a little bit cheaper. Next is my Modern Renaissance palette. This palette is pretty awesome. It's definitely has some of those browns I'm talking about that I think are boring, but it also has these pops of burgundies, which I love, and these pops of oranges, which I also love. So this palette is definitely one of my favorites. No! Jesus. Then I have Subculture, and I actually really love Subculture, you guys. This to me screams 90s grunge, and this will definitely be a palette I'm going to be using to make my 90s grunge looks coming this winter. I mean, come on. This color here, mustard, these greens, this is 90s grunge all the way. Woo. Then we have the Soft Glam, and I actually think that this is the palette that most people would want because it is very wearable. You can definitely, this is like a wedding palette or like an everyday palette. This has it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. These shimmers are amazing. These mattes are amazing. This palette is probably one of the best palettes for an everyday, you know, going to work palette. If you only had to get one palette that you can use for, oh my god, I just stuck my fingernails in it. No! You guys, I legit just stuck my fingernails in the palette. I'm so sad. I cannot believe I just did that. But what I was saying was this definitely is the palette to get if you can only get one palette. and you can only spend, you know, the money on one expensive palette, this is definitely the one I would suggest getting because it is the most versatile. You can use this every day. And I've got powdered freaking stuff in my nails. Gross. Next we have the Prism palette. This palette is actually pretty colorful. It's cute. I like it. I actually have never worn this palette yet, and I don't know. I think I want to try this palette, but I just kind of got distracted by other palettes. But this is definitely a great palette, and it's got some pretty funky original colors, I think. Dang it. Then we have the Riviera palette. The Riviera palette is pretty colorful, like I said, and there are a couple of ABH palettes that are colorful, and the next couple are the ones that kind of are similar in this kind of colorful thing. But this palette, I think, is actually pretty gorgeous. I don't know, there's something about this palette that like calls my name. I like it. It is one of the newer ones that I have though. Then we have Sultry. This packaging is to die for. Sultry is awesome. Then this is, there's only one good bright color in this, and that's this color right here. The rest are kind of on the brown dull side, to be honest with you. But if you only, I'm telling you, some of these are very similar, like the Soft Glam, this one, and Modern Renaissance, just because of all the browns that are in them. But I do like this one, and I wanted it for my collection. But it is very, very similar to some of the other ones, to be honest with you. Then, the brightest palette of them all, this is the Alyssa Edwards. I love this palette. I actually was surprised at how like bright this is, because it is very different, like a different direction for Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I like that direction. The bright colors is something that I'm into, and I'm glad is becoming more popular nowadays, because there are so many rainbow colored palettes nowadays, but this is a really good one. Then next is my Anastasia Beverly Hills Jackie Anna palette. This palette I just got it on sale, of course, 20% off at the Sephora sale. This is my new favorite Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, and I used this once. I did a look with it, and I'm sorry, this is definitely the best one. They have done something different with this with the formula. It's not as powdery. I don't know. This is great. If you guys can only get one, that if you like colorful, okay, so if you like more simple, get the Soft Glam. If you like more color, get this one. I'm telling you, this one is awesome. It's amazing. It's the best one. Best one in my opinion. Then we have the OG Mario palette. This one is pretty old, I mean, but it is super popular. People love this palette. I love this palette, but it is dull browns. Dull browns. I mean, why is there so many dull brown palettes, honestly? Why? I don't know, but there are. Okay guys, well that will do it for my palette collection. That is all of my palettes. That is 135 of my high-end and some lower-end palettes. And if you guys enjoyed this, please subscribe to my channel, give this video a like, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.